Welcome back, guys. Another episode of Talkmen Tuesday. Sora and Angel back at it again. Sora,
Angel,
how are you doing?
I am doing fantastic. How are you?
Been doing pretty good. With that being said, we're rolling the intro.
Roll it.
It's Tuesday, Talkmen Tuesday. Everybody's looking forward to the podcast, yeah. Tuesday, Talkmen Tuesday. Everybody's looking forward to the podcast, yeah.
Good morning. Good afternoon.
Good evening.
Good evening. That's what it is. How was your week, Sora? How was your weekend? Do anything?
Weekend was good. Candace wasn't feeling the best, and so it was kind of just a recovery weekend for both of us. One of those things happens every once in a while, but just kind of had to suck it up. And then, like we talked about a little bit ago, had to run the longest distance yet, 8 miles. Hated every second of it, but I got to watch 2 full episodes of Marvelous Miss Maisel, which is like a comedy show. And so that was nice, but man, it was a treadmill too, just because it rained the night before. And so like the trail that we usually run on was all soupy. And so, 8 miles on a treadmill. It went the whole 60 minutes. Then I had to stop it and restart it. Like, it stunk.
Oh, man. I was going to ask, any slips and falls?
Nope, not for me.
Oh, man. It's crazy. How was your marathon?
How was your weekend?
Your half marathon. The weekend was pretty good. I think nothing eventful happened that I could recall. Just work. And, yeah, no, it was pretty chill. We got migrant farm workers now this summer. So they came in. So there's like 3 bus loads that come from like Texas. It's like they stay nearby. And sometimes one whole busload comes in and like parks near like a parking lot and whoosh. So yeah, basically just imagine like 20 30 people going to the store at once. Packs.
It's just like, okay, it's go time, people. Go, go, go.
As soon as you see like the bus, I'm like, Marley, get out here. And I'm like, what? Like, bus is coming. Bus.
It's happening.
And a lot of people, they send money. I think some migrant farmers are from Mexico, so they just come to do work at the fields and then they go back. So they send all their money that they earn here to Mexico. They just like be over there. Apparently, it's very good. It's like kind of like that TikTok video I made about let's say somebody complained about the minimum wage here, like my cousins, and my uncle was like, he would make $50 a week for like working 6 days a week. Dang, that's a huge difference.
Yeah, minimum wage doesn't seem so bad when you think about it like that. In comparison.
Yeah. Okay, for some reason I still can't get this out of my head. I wish I would have like more research on this, but like last week when we were talking about like being average, right? I don't know why. I just want to like, we live in the United States. I feel like that automatically puts you like, at least financially speaking, in like the top 25%. Even if you make, I want to say, like poverty level income here in the United States. Like I want to say like, I forgot what the number was. Dave Ramsey said it once. Like 25 or something. You make like more than. Now I'm just making numbers up. I'm sorry. Basically, you're in the top 50%. I know that for sure.
Yeah.
You like make at least 25,000, and like that's crazy to think about. I just want to point that out there.
Yeah. I mean, it's true. Like just having a normal job, like a minimum wage job in the United States, is a lot better than the comparison of some other places. And like, I don't know the numbers either, but it's just like you even said it too last week. Just clean water. We take clean water for granted. I should say a lot of us take clean water for granted, but that's not true in a lot of places. Like, that's not a given. So just having that puts you above.
Oh, yeah. Oh my goodness. Okay. Before I'll find that statistic. I forgot. I remember Dave Ramsey said it one time. I forgot what it was. But he was like, yeah, if you make like minimal, like, I forgot the numbers. I'm going to make that up, so I'm not going to say it.
Let me look up how much money to be above poverty line. If you are, this is according to 2021, but if you are a single person in like living in a single household, as long as you make above $12,000 a year, you're above the poverty line. And what's the minimum wage? Minimum wage is $12 an hour. $12 an hour yearly salary converts to $23,000. So if you are just making minimum wage, then you are $11,000. You almost have double what the poverty line would be if you're a single person living in a single household.
That's what, 40 hours? That doesn't include like quote unquote overtime.
Yeah, just the bare minimum. If you're working 40 hours a week.
Or you do like double time, have like 2 full-time jobs, 80 hours a week.
Mm-hmm.
Another random fact that made me want to point this out. Oh, darn it. This might go on. We'll see.
Do it.
Let's say, I met a guy who said he paid $17,000 to come to the United States. And let's just say it's not necessarily like the legal route.
I would assume that, yeah.
I'm like, what? And like a basic job. And I'm like, people realize people pay like $17,000 to be in this country
just for the opportunity. Like,
yeah.
And who's to say like they're not going to get caught on the way over here or something? Like, nothing's ever guaranteed. Like, I wonder if it doesn't work and they get caught, like if they get their money back. Probably not. It's a massive risk.
And I think you probably have to do like half the payment just like as a deposit, and then half like either somebody's gonna take out a loan or something. So
yeah,
once they get here, a lot of people work their butts off just to pay back that loan, and then they can chill after they pay back that loan. But most likely, if they came in the mindset of like we're gonna make money, they work their butts off. Yeah. But yeah, that conversation, I'm like, what? He's like, yeah, people pay like, well, from Central America. If you're like from Mexico, it's like less money because you don't have to travel that much.
Mm-hmm.
But that was just astonishing. Like, we both were born here.
We don't have to think about it. Yeah,
we got that given.
And it's one of those things. It's like, yeah, you do just take it for granted, and I mean, I don't know, at least I do. I know, like, I just take it for granted. Like, it's just like, yeah, I was born in the U.S. What of it? But it's like, it's not true for everybody, obviously.
Yeah. My mom would always put it. She's like, I had to sell candy like near the border. Like, I didn't want to work or anything when I was like little. I'm not sure if she actually told me, but she was like, "We're gonna take you back to Guatemala to like make you like see, like show you how it is like to work hard." And it wasn't until like later on that I realized like, yes, immigrants work hard, but not necessarily like all Guatemalans, and so we have that work ethic. And so I was like, oh, there's lazy people everywhere, unmotivated people everywhere.
I mean, lazy too. I would say, I feel like lazy and unmotivated. Actually, no, they definitely aren't the same because somebody could just not want to have a very active day, but they could still be very motivated in different areas. So they're different.
So, I thought that was interesting.
Yeah.
Wow. That's what got me into it. I'm like, I want to do the research. I'm like, living in the U.S. is pretty darn good.
And sometimes all it takes is the perspective on it, like talking to somebody who isn't from here, too, and like, or somebody that maybe like isn't initially from here but then came here, like how much better it is, or just the possibilities too. It's just that cliche, the land of opportunity. But I mean, Imagine being the first person from your family that came over here. You cost like $17,000, and you got in and everything like that. And if you don't know anybody, like, where do you start? Like, there's got to be so many obviously unknowns that are out there, and so many just like what ifs.
Yeah, family and friends. It's like, or people from your town. Usually, also like people from their town bring other people from their town. So necessarily, if they're like a group of Latinos, sometimes they're all from like a similar town.
Mm-hmm.
So like they help
kind
each
of
other
have
out.
the neighborhood.
Mm-hmm. And it's like the classic, like, I know growing up, we had 3 generations in our household. Sometimes even like different families. It's like the first step until like they got their feet together, like they could stand on their own 2 feet financially wise, like moved out. What? I thought that was normal. Yeah, I was like, that's the norm. Like, doesn't everybody just like live like if there's room in like your house, like pull up a bed.
Come on over.
we made the garage into, we put air conditioning in our garage, and we had like a shed. Which we also, well, I want to say because I was a kid, so I wasn't doing any of these stuff.
Yeah.
My parents did all the work. I was just there. Parents put a bathroom in the shed and basically made the shed like a household type thing with like AC. And like our garage was also, we put AC in it. That cost a pretty penny. Because I want to say AC garage probably doesn't have the best insulation. We had beds everywhere.
You had the options.
Yeah, we had the options.
It's a 2-bed, 3-bath. No, it's actually a 7-bed, 2-bath.
Yeah, officially it was 3. Actually started out 2 bed, 2-bath. Yeah, and then I always wondered, there was this one room that was so huge, and my parents were like, yeah, we built that. That's why it's like so huge. Like, it doesn't go with the house. So like, oh, this makes so much sense.
That's why it's different.
It was huge. It was like bigger than the master bedroom. And I'm just like, yeah. It wasn't until I like grew up, they're like, yeah, we built that. It wasn't like necessarily installed. Oh, that makes sense. It was so odd. And it was connected to the master bedroom. Yeah. Oh, random story of my childhood.
Do it.
I would go up the roof. I might have told this story before, but I would climb up the roof with my cousins, and we had a trampoline right on our backyard. So I would jump from the roof to the trampoline because I would jump so high. It was fun.
Oh my gosh. See, I've always seen things like that, and I've never been brave enough to do it because I'm like, I'm going to jump and I'm going to fall straight through that and get hurt and something's going to happen.
The only reason I got the guts for that, or the confidence, was because I was with my cousins. I got that bravery. Yeah. But there was one time that my dad actually saw us, me and my cousins, on top of the roof. And as soon as I saw my dad, I literally went down to the ground and started bawling. Like, crying. I just could imagine he was going to whoop me. Like, what are you doing on the roof? So before I could even explain to myself, before I could even ask questions, I started bawling.
Baby.
He felt bad for me.
Well, yeah, because you're randomly crying. He wasn't going to do anything.
And so he helped me get down. And I was like, I'm too afraid to get down. Even though I don't
want to do this anymore. That's funny. He's probably like, I wasn't even going to say anything. Like, you're fine.
Yeah, instead of like the whole angry face, he's like, come on down, I will help you down. I'm like, oh. He probably thought I was like the cat that like climbed up and I just couldn't get down. I just thought he was going to whoop me. And then
I think that's another really funny thing too that you randomly said, but the fact that cats can climb trees, but then they're too scared to come down. Mm-hmm. Why are cats scared to come down from trees? They always land on their feet, even if they fall. Like, I don't understand that, but that's funny to me.
You see the height once like you're up there.
You don't understand until you're there.
And you see a squirrel, you're chasing the squirrel, you're just like focused on the squirrel. You're not seeing the height, and like they were climbing really well. I'm guessing this is all. I don't know, cat. I never asked a cat. But then, like once you like up there, you look at it down, you're like, wow, I could die.
This is happening. This is happening.
Similar to like when my mom would get mad at me, and she, like, and I would get in trouble before she like hit me or anything, like what me. I started bawling. I was a crybaby.
I like it how you're saying "whoop." Like you're gonna whoop me.
He was gonna whoop me. He was threatened with a belt. I'm like, no.
Yeah, I got threatened with the belt. I don't know if I actually ever got the belt. I'm pretty sure I probably did, and I probably deserved it.
What you do?
But I don't remember. Probably just didn't do homework or something like that, or did something stupid at school. But
and so before mom would whoop me, I would cry, and then she would just like laugh and not whoop me. But my sister was the complete opposite. She'd be like, "Is that all you got?" It's like, that doesn't hurt. That made my parents more mad.
Stick it to him. Stick it to him.
I think one time she wore like 2 pants or 3 pants so it wouldn't hurt. And I think my mom finally caught on and made her take off like her pants because she realized she had 2 or 3 pants on.
That would do it. I think it's crazy now. It's like that's frowned upon. Like spanking and stuff like that is frowned upon. I mean, it makes sense, but
a lot of trauma can happen.
Yeah,
I think my parents said when they went to school, all the teachers had a ruler that they would like know that people would get like whooped or hit if you didn't behave.
Mm-hmm.
So that was like a common thing. What? Hate you?
Yeah, I don't know if my school did not do any of that, and I'm sure if they did, it would have been complained about. That was definitely our parents' time, like not so much us. Like the nuns walking around, like, whoosh.
Yeah,
Like, none of that anymore.
Yeah, I can see private schools being able to like be more flexible with that than other than public schools.
Yeah,
Because public schools probably have to like deal with like the parents and whatnot. Private schools. I guess they. I don't know. All right.
I feel like private schools though too, they have to be careful because a lot of it is funded by, again, the tuition, and so if you lose tuition because you're beating the kids too much in class, like, probably won't look too hot.
Definitely. All right, sorry. This is the list from juicy questions to ask your friends.
Juicy? You're asking me juicy questions. Let's do this.
Juicy questions.
This is where we really get to know each other with these juicy questions.
Okay, first one. What unconventional thing do you find attractive? What is unconventional? What is classified as unconventional?
What unconventional thing do I find attractive? I mean, a sense of humor.
Would that be unconventional or conventional?
I don't know, but I'm not going to start to saying. I'm not going to be like a nice butt or something. I'm gonna. I mean, I'm sure unconventional might be like somebody's intellect, or maybe if somebody can cite the first 10 digits of pi, something weird like that. I'm sure is more unconventional, but
Work or something?
mm-hmm.
Mm. Alright. So what was your answer? Sorry.
I'm just going sense of humor.
Sense of humor, okay. I don't know if it's unconventional, but like curly hair. Is that unconventional?
Yeah, we'll say. I mean, I don't think sense of humor is unconventional either, but we're letting it fly.
I think growing up, straight hair, for some reason, this is my point of view, might be totally wrong. But I feel like people would prefer straight hair rather than curly hair. And even some curly hair would want to straighten their hair out. I'm like, what? Why? Why? Because I would love curly hair.
Well, just easier to manage, I think, for a lot of girls. If it's curly, it can get tangled and stuff like that. So a lot of the time, I think it's just more, I guess, easily manageable. But yeah, I mean, same with growing up with like all my classes and everything like that. There were only maybe like a handful, if that, of people that had curly hair. Everybody else always had straight hair.
I was amazed by like when like somebody didn't straighten their hair. I'm like, oh, that's what your natural hairstyle is. I didn't even know that.
Yeah.
I thought you were just like naturally straight hair. No, they wake up early. They don't straighten their hair. I'm like, what? You have time for that?
I mean, not me.
What was your morning schedule like, sorry?
It was usually so I used to be really bad about the mornings, and then I realized that I would rather spend more time relaxing in the mornings and like running around trying to get things put together. But it used to just be like wake up, wash my hair a little bit, dry it off just so like it wasn't all crazy, and then get changed and leave. Like it wasn't anything bad. But then it turned into like wake up, watch TV for a little bit, then go get ready, then eat breakfast, then I got waking up earlier to take my time, which I like a lot better. Because I hate being like pressed for time, especially first thing in the morning. Like there's nothing worse than that. So I'll do whatever I can not to feel like that.
I think I'm going through that right now.
Yeah.
The 5 a.m. club. Trying to join that again.
Yeah, I've been doing good about not getting up at 5 a.m. anymore because I was accidentally being a part of the club just because my body would be waking up early, but I haven't done it in a little bit.
How do you accidentally wake up at 5 in the morning?
It's usually like if I have to go to the bathroom or something, because then my body's like, well, are you going to try to go back to sleep or are you just going to stay up? And then I'm just like, I might as well just stay up.
I'm like, I need to like not drink as much water at night because I've been waking up like twice at night just to go to the bathroom.
I'm really bad. Like I will go to the bathroom. So usually we come upstairs, then I'll go to the bathroom, then we'll lay in bed for like 10 minutes, watch TikToks, and then go to bed. And like I have to go to the bathroom right after like I'm done watching TikToks, just because I'll be like, like I'm gonna have to go to the bathroom again, and so like it's such a mental thing.
Oh man. Ooh. So, when was the last time you got stood up?
When was the last time I went on a date? I don't think I was ever stood up. But that's also because like I don't really think I ever really went on a formal date unless I was actually dating the person. It was all just like casual group hangouts and stuff like that. And so it was never, hey, let's go meet here, and then they don't show up. So I truly don't think I've ever been stood up.
So I haven't been stood up in that kind of sense, but one time. I think I've said this story again, but formal for Pike. I asked this one girl out for formal. I don't know. I forgot how long before the actual formal was. Maybe about like a month before or something like that. And she said yes, right? And so I think the week before formal, I just want to confirm everything. It might have been more than, would it have been more than a month? I don't know. But anyways, comes 1 week before formal, I text her to like confirm. It's like, hey, we're still good for formal. Like it's this weekend, and she just goes like, I completely forgot. She already said yes to another guy at our Pike formal. I'm like, great. great. And she's like, I can cancel if you want. I'm like, no, like it's good. I'll just text.
You had your backup.
I guess I didn't have a backup time, but I feel like I knew enough girls to text them and be like, hey, you want to go to formal this weekend? So, yeah, I don't.
That was honestly. I'm sorry, keep going.
Sorry, go for it.
I was gonna say that was honestly always the worst part of formals. Like, if you weren't in a relationship, trying to find somebody who is like cool and understanding to go with. Like, it didn't necessarily have to be somebody you were interested in, but like somebody that would be a good time. Oh, I always stressed out about that.
Mm. Yeah, because you're just gonna spend the whole day with them. It's like you gotta be cool enough to hang out with. If they're not, it's just a bummer.
Yeah. Or if it was like an overnight formal too, somebody that's cool to just like you said, hang out with, travel with, and all that stuff.
Yeah, I ended up texting my other friends that were girls, and since I was in panic mode, I might have texted like 5 of them at the same time. 2 of them said yes.
Hey.
So I ended up having to be like, sorry, I was freaking out, and I might have like texted to one other said yes before you, so I'll go with that one. But I'll try to make it up to you later on.
Yeah, I'll keep you in mind for next time.
But it was good.
What was your favorite formal that we went on? Or that you went on at for like a sorority?
Uh, it might have been working the formal when I was a pledge at the house. Because like you would as if you were working it, you would basically be serving the food to the people, and you'd be like the server. If you knew the brothers, if they just wanted to like get you drunk, they would give you shots. And even the brothers was like, yeah, probably like serving was like the funnest part because you try everybody's tricks. I had a blast.
Your favorite one wasn't even one that you attended; it was one that you worked.
Because you would talk to, you basically talk to everybody, and like you were like that cool server who was like, "Hey, you want to take a shot?" I'm like, "Why not?" My liver can still handle it. Back when I actually like couldn't process it. And, you just talk to everybody, and people were so friendly, and they just wanted to get you drunk.
Yeah.
Like, okay. Why not?
Yeah. Everybody's in a good mood.
Yeah. What about you? What was your favorite formal?
I liked St. Louis because of the drive. I think the drive was a really fun part of it. And then Candace and I, we got a corner room in the hotel, like just randomly, and it was like 3 times the size of everybody's hotel room, but nobody believed us, so nobody like wanted to come hang out in the room. And I think we got like a couple of people in there, and then they were like, "Whoa, like you've got a big room." We're like, "Yeah, we know. Nobody believes us for whatever reason." But like everybody's room, it was like you would walk in the door and then it would just be a bathroom to the left and then a bed, and like that's about it. Our room, you walked into it, there was like a whole sitting area that you would go to. There had like a desk with a TV above it, and then you walked around the corner, and then it had floor to ceiling windows and like a big king size bed with a TV. Like it was honestly like 3 times the size of everybody else's room, but nobody believed us, and we just wanted to like host the pregame and stuff. But everybody was like, "No, we're just gonna chill in our room." I'm like, "Whatever, okay."
You're like, "Why do you guys want to invite us?"
We'll be here.
Yeah, sounds pretty big.
Yeah, actually, no. I think we went to somebody else's room, and we're just like, "This is so small. Why are we all in here? Like, please just come to our room." But nobody did.
Ooh. What's the most embarrassing or sloppy night you had? If you want shit.
Oh, I'm 100% not sharing this. One, I probably wouldn't remember it, and two, if I did, I probably wouldn't want to remember it. I've had some bad nights, which is part of a reason why I don't drink hard alcohol too much anymore. Like, I'll have a mixed drink every once in a while, but like, I don't do the straight stuff anymore.
Oh man,
Gets you one too many times.
I feel like the older you get, it's like hangovers. There's a certain like a point where like the hangovers don't make up for like the fun night you had, especially if it lasts more than a day. You're like, ah.
What? I'm gonna Google this. How long does it take alcohol to leave your system? It stays in your system up to 72 hours afterwards. So a lot of people, you won't feel good for 72 hours after you do it. So if you're doing it, make sure it's going to be worth that potential 3 days. And I think that that's true for me too. It's like, if I get hungover, I'm dead that next day. And then the day after that, like, still not feeling the best, like a little bit more manageable. And like that third day, then it's like, okay, kind of back to normal. But
like when you were younger, you could go out and the next day wake up like nothing happened and go out the following night. You're like,
yeah.
what?
It's just, I mean, again though, what else were you doing? You were studying, you were going to the gym, and then you were partying. Like, your body was just so used to that. And then when the real world hits you, it's like, yeah, I can't do that. Or if you continue to do that, you're going to be struggling.
I guess I think it would be like most embarrassing. You probably heard about this one. I probably told you. But I think it was probably around bars closed at 2, right? Maybe 3-ish. But it was late at night. No Ubers, and it was cold. So you usually don't take a sweater to the bars because it's hot outside. Once you get out, it's really cold. So I figured I decided to walk back to Pike. I go to like the Union, and it's closed. But luckily, a worker is like cleaning the door, right? So she has it open. So I sneak in there, and like it's warm, and also I get tired.
Oh my!
So
I have heard this.
So I took a nap on one of the couches. It was a great nap. I think I didn't even make it to like the actual sofas. I just went onto the ground because the sofa was small. Even though there was like a ton of sofas, I decided to go on the ground because I was too tired. And then,
because why not?
Yeah. Then all of a sudden, I get woken up by 3 cops, and they go like, "Sir, do you know where you're at?" I look around and I'm like, "Yeah, I know where I'm at. Like, I'm at the Union."
Whoa! The Union.
He's like, "Do you know where you live?" I'm like, "Yeah, I know where I live. I live at Pike." And then, like, in college, you're never supposed to say, like, the fraternity, like, you're living, because, like, somehow they might get in trouble. And, like, oh. Like, I probably even didn't play it off that well. I probably was like, yeah, I live at Pike. Like, oh.
Like, do you know how to get back there? Yeah. Please say yes. Please say yes.
Yeah, I think that's what they asked me. Was like, can you make it back? I'm like, yes, officers. I'm sorry. I was studying.
Like, dude, we literally know. We talked to the worker who let you in here and you passed out. You weren't studying. Where's your book bag?
And I'm like, I'm so sorry, officers. I'm wasting your time. I'll just walk out now. I think I just like walked out. I just left and made it. And luckily, so when those winners, man, they be harsh. I think it was past.
I'm happy I never had any of those types of stories, like falling asleep in public areas or anything. Like,
Oh man,
I almost always made it back to my bed. But yeah, remember the polar vortex? That was my freshman year. That would have been an interesting night to be out at the bars when school was canceled, the classes were canceled that next day. I'm sure upperclassmen took advantage of that.
Oh. I guess another embarrassing night. College things. Probably, I let one of my, I let Chris borrow my car, right?
Mm-hmm. Good call. Good call.
And for some reason, I just didn't think it through that, like, I let him borrow my keys to my car, and in those keys are my room keys. And the party was ABCD, so anything but clothes party. So I decided to wear a Twister outfit. and he actually dropped me off at my place. So after the party, I go back to my dorm, and like I got in with my ID card because I had my wallet with me. But then like once I got in, I'm like, I don't have the keys to my door.
Yeah. How do I get in again?
So I had to walk up to the front desk wearing a Twister outfit. Probably didn't have a shirt on, and I'm like, I need the keys to my room.
They're like, where were you?
Yeah, like, you have your ID? I'm like, yes, luckily I have my ID. And they gave me a spare key. And I just didn't want to look him into his eyes. I felt so embarrassed. So
I don't think I ever went to an ABC party.
But
I'm not mad about it. I would have done something really lame, but
definitely a pledge party.
yeah.
So that's it. I'm done saying embarrassing. Oh no. Oh, guess what this one is? What embarrassing thing have you done that you never told anyone about?
Well, then I would have told somebody about it. I don't. Is there an embarrassing thing that I've done that I haven't? I feel like I'm pretty open with my embarrassing stuff, just because I think they're funny, and so then I tell people about it.
So, what's your embarrassing go-to story?
I'm trying to think. Oh, an embarrassing story I have is, in college, I was applying for jobs, obviously as a senior, doing all that stuff. And I was just sending out all these applications, getting interviews set up and everything. And then all of a sudden an email came through, and like, usually it was just like the person's initials that was next to like their email. But like it was a photo of the person, and I'm like, oh, that's cool. Like you have like the people's profiles photos are showing up. And then I realized, oh crap, is my profile photo showing up? Because I had a profile photo attached to my email as a little hippopotamus. So just a baby hippo. And so I realized at that moment that every single application that I sent out had my name with a picture of a baby hippo attached to it. So I changed that right away. So now I've got like a professional photo on my email. But that was terrifying when I realized that, but also kind of funny too. Like, I wonder how many people saw a little picture of a hippo next to my face, or next to my name.
And it made me think of like this lady got rejected by a company, and like in the rejection letter, she replied to them with like a funny image, and then she actually got a response back from the company. It's like, actually, we reconsidered your application and we want to interview you.
Yeah, it was the meme of like the little priest going, "Why though?" Because they didn't give her any response or any explanation of why.
Ah, okay.
I saw that. Like, that's funny.
That threw me off because I didn't get that image. Like, I didn't have like the meaning behind it. I'm like, oh, that makes sense now.
Yeah, it's just a little guy, and he's like shrugging his shoulders. It's why though? I would never be gutsy enough to do that. It's one of those things. Like, a couple years, they're gonna forget about it. But it's like, I would never do that because I'm like, how would this like somehow come back to me and haunt me or something?
What can you lose though? At that point, it was the company rejected you.
That's true. I mean, what if you want to go for later, or maybe there's another position or something like that you want to go for?
I see that.
Yeah.
Boom.
What about you?
What embarrassing thing you've done that you never told anyone about? I said most of my embarrassing things.
No, that's how I'm. I'm like, I feel like we're very open with things like that. Like, we know how to laugh at ourselves. We're not like too closed off when it comes to that stuff.
Mm-hmm. It probably, yeah, because the getting woken up by 3 cops was like, that was embarrassing. I'm sorry, guys, I wasted your time.
I know you have probably a lot of other things you could be doing right now, but you're here with me.
I kind of still remember the worker was like, "It's closed," and I'm like, "Ah,
Yeah, but I'm
it's
here.
warm."
I'm just cutting through, I swear.
That was the idea. And then I saw the couches. I'm like, "Oh, I can take a quick nap right here." I want to take a nap right now. I don't know how long I was there for.
Yeah, I'd be curious if it felt just like a really long nap because you were feeling good, or if, like, in all reality, like, you were there for a few hours and, like, that was just the person being like, "Hey, is everything good?" Because it wouldn't surprise me if you were actually only asleep for, like, 15 minutes or something.
And I guess the campus cops were pretty quick or something. Maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah, because other embarrassing stories like when I peed myself, like pooped myself. But I already said those. Oh, my cousin, my nephew. My nephew. I guess he was actually peeing, and his dad was like, "Okay, you done, right?" And he was like, "Yes, I'm done." It's like he put it away, and apparently he wasn't done, so like he peed his pants kind of thing. And then he was like embarrassed at the party. And I'm like, "I've done that too, man. It's okay."
Just got to make sure you're actually done. You'll learn.
The little kid was so embarrassed. Like, damn it. You can still put it off. Like, you're adorable. Like, nobody's going to worry about it.
No,
that. Like, that's embarrassing.
Like, people might remember for the next couple of parties, but everybody's going to forget at some point. And like you said, you're cute still, so it's all good.
Yeah. Ooh, you have a question of the day? Or should that be?
Oh, that's your job.
Oh, man. Oh.
Don't be throwing this on me. Give us another saucy question.
What's your grossest habit?
My grossest habit? I'm like a perfect person, so I don't think I have any gross
I'm
habits.
not gross at all. Or no, that no, that's not good.
My grossest habit. Maybe I've got a lot of gas. That could be a gross habit.
Oh, talking about gas. Grossest habit.
Talking about gas.
My grossest habit is I like queso dip. My stomach does not like it. It does not process it well. Gaseous, and I'm going to the bathroom soon.
That's with me, but with like cured meats like salamis and things like that. I'm the exact same way, but with that. Which is the weirdest thing to me, but my salami is your queso dip.
Oh, man. And then you're like, maybe today might be different.
Yeah. And like the thing is, like, I love charcuterie boards and things like that, but a lot of them have those types of meats on there. Candace is always like, "Sawyer, don't do it. Don't do it." But I go for it because it might be a new day.
My body might have adapted by now.
You never know.
And then like the half an hour, like the hour later, like, nope, yeah, it's not changed at all. It's still the same. Yeah. Why is, and then you see like a lot of popular things have those things on them. All right. Should we leave that for the?
Yeah, that'll be it. We'll get the gross pieces of all of our listeners. So let us know what your guys' grossest habits are. Angel and I both are due to flatulence and after effects thereof. But let us know what your guys' are, and you can let us know if you are listening to us on YouTube in the comment section, or if you're listening to us on one of the podcast platforms. You can email it to us at talkmentuesday@gmail.com, and we can highlight some of the funny responses that we do get. But also, if you guys have anything that you want us to talk about next week, let us know that, and we can always highlight anything that you guys want to get our opinions on. And always, too, if you have any tips, tricks, feedback, anything like that, let us know, because we're always looking to improve for your listening pleasure. So always happy to kind of incorporate whatever you guys recommend into the conversation. But we appreciate you guys for taking some time to listen to us. But we will talk with you more next week. But in the meantime, stay safe, social distance, make sure to tell somebody you love them, and we will talk with you guys more then.
Thank you guys.
Peace.